going on, YouTube? We're going to be smoking a brisket today. I'm going to be starting here pretty soon. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning on a nice warm morning for sure. I got my char griller. I went ahead and painted that area where it was rusting, and it turned out pretty good. Not too bad. It's a little bit humid out here today. As you can see, there's a lot of dew built up on the grill, but that's going to burn off pretty quick once I get this grill lit up. We're going to start with our base with charcoal just to have good base for the wood. And I don't know, I'm thinking I'm going to mix a little bit of mesquite in there with either hickory or pecan. I haven't decided yet. Why don't you let me know? Let me know what you think. What's your favorite wood to smoke with? Leave it down in the comments and let me know. Alright guys, get ready. It's going to be a good one. Alright guys, here's that brisket that I was talking about that I'm going to be cooking today. It's all seasoned up, about a 12 to 15 hour rest in the refrigerator and soaking in all the flavors of the seasonings that I put on it. And this is me setting up the charcoal for the bed that I wanted to have for the wood so that it could light up. And there's my dog being a puppy like he is and thinking that that's his food, but it's only charcoal. So then here we go, we have the fire all nice and lit up and it's looking good, looking ready. Soaked it down with some lighter fluid. Make sure y'all smash that like button, comment, and let's get this video rated pretty well. I did a pretty good job on this brisket. I'm pretty impressed. This is my first full whole brisket and I think I did a pretty good job. Next up here, I'm going to be unwrapping the brisket. I had some saran wrap around it, and then here's all the seasonings that I had on there. You know, we had a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and some paprika for color. Soaked in really well. And then prior to this, of course, I did some trimming. There is some hard fat on briskets that you really want to get rid of. You don't want that on there. It won't cook down that well. It'll take a long time actually to cook down somewhat well, but there'll still be that thick hard fat layer. So you do want to make sure you trim your brisket down pretty well. I've heard a few times that, you know, a 1/4 inch. All I did was worry about the hard fat layer, and I got rid of 2 big chunks there. But this brisket was very much affordable from Walmart, about 25 bucks for an 11-pound brisket. I thought that was pretty good. And yeah, I mean, just getting it all unwrapped, getting it ready to put on the grill. There you go. I tested the brisket too. It did a nice little bend test before I purchased it. I was happy with that. And, yeah, you're right, it does look good. I can't wait to get it going. So there's my big chunk of pecan wood. Don't really have an axe or anything to chop that down a little bit, so put that big chunk of pecan wood in there, and then I threw some mesquite chips on it because like I said, I wanted to mix in some mesquite to it as well because I just want that a little bit more of a bite of a smoky flavor. So let that cook up a little bit, open up the stack. There's some black smoke that comes out initially. You want to wait till that black smoke goes away, and you really want the white smoke before you start putting your meat on there. So the only good thing I could say about the char griller here is I wish it would seal better. I need to do a better job of finding a way to seal this. Sure, I'm going to find a YouTube video on it pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, I just need to get it sealed a little bit better here so that it's all coming out of the flute and not out of the side of the grill. But there's that black smoke I was talking about too. So here we go. We're about ready to put the meat in. Got the vapor pan, and of course I'm a Dolphins fan, so don't hate, appreciate. I go ahead and fill that up with my Dolphins cup, and there's the meat. And I put the thicker side towards the heat, obviously, to get that cooking quicker than anything else, because I don't want the thinnest part of the brisket getting too cooked. So I put the thicker side of the meat towards the flame. So there we go. We got the char griller going, we got the smoke going. I mean, we're ready to cook this puppy. And of course I got my son filming for me, so sorry about the bounciness. But he's filming the temperature gauge go up. And that, it goes up to about 300, but over time it goes down. So, yeah, look at my char griller. I painted it finally, so it looks better now. There's after about 2 hours of cooking. Good look there. And this one right here is closer to 4 hours, probably right there before I go ahead and foil wrap it. So, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Looks real good. Just about getting that bark, and then here's the bark that I got built up on it. Real nice, real good looking bark there. Go ahead and do the jiggle test. If your brisket's not jiggling, you ain't doing it right. So it jiggles a little bit, looks good. Alright, so here I am. I'm gonna pick it up, put it down on some foil, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with a foil wrap this time. I have not tried a butcher paper wrap yet, but we'll try that one day. But for right now, I went ahead and went with a foil wrap. Inside that foil wrap, you'll see it here later, I do put some apple juice in there, and I kind of just like that to give it moisture and then to soak up the drippings from the brisket that still come out, to help keep the brisket nice and moist, and it does. And here I didn't do a great job of wrapping. I'll get better at that, because as you can see, some of the apple juice came out, but I still had some in there, and it was still good to go, ready. Flip it around, put it down. There's the fresh foil on the smoke, and here later you'll see what I mean by that, because the foil gets discolored a little bit, starts to look better. So there you go. Checking the temp. The temp's getting there. It's almost at 200, and in some spots it's at 200. That's kind of the temperature I was going for, so I had that cooking. And alongside of it, I actually went ahead and wrapped some corn on the cob with some butter and some all seasoning, basically like a mix of garlic, onion powder, and other seasonings. That it's just an all seasoning you can get from the grocery store. So I just wrapped those up, put them on the grill for about an hour, and those actually turned out really good. I was actually impressed by that. I didn't know if by chance the smoke flavor could get to it, and it didn't. It cooked them really good. So here's the unwrapping. This is after about an hour sitting, so I still let it cook in its own heat for a little while, break down all the fat, and I mean, that bark looks great. The question I have for everybody is, if you're a smoking person, you smoke your meats, do you continue to add wood to your smoker, or do you add charcoal just to get that heat after you wrap up the meat? I mean, because you're not going for the flavor anymore. You're just trying to keep the heat so you can continue to cook down your meat. So here's my first cut. Looking really good. It's super juicy, and you can see it's still really hot too. So that's cool. But yeah, it's super juicy. It's got a decent smoke ring on it. Not too bad. And again, I got my Miami Dolphins knife set here. One of my family members bought this for me, and I appreciate it because I do love the Dolphins, and that's what I grew up on. But yeah, I mean, just a really nice brisket here. It cuts up great. Had enough to feed my family and feed my parents as well. I mean, everybody. Staying away, keeping our distance, but went ahead and was able to deliver some of this food to them so that they could have it and enjoy it too. So, yeah, look at that meat. I mean, it looks amazing. Like, there's another good look at the smoke ring. Turned out really good. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, and share. Appreciate you.